This is Contemplative at Home, and you are always so very warmly welcome here. I want to invite you to rest one of your hands on your heart, if you're able to do that. And as you bring your awareness to the sensations between your palm and the skin of your chest, I invite you to allow yourself to check in. How are you as you pause for prayer here today? Can you feel your heart beating? Can you notice its pace? And can you also notice what your energy is like mentally, emotionally, even physically? How are you today? You are invited to offer yourself to the Lord just as you are, who welcomes you and wants to receive you in this very moment, in this exact state of mind, to remind you that right here and right now, you are so loved. You are so loved. So let's just sit with that for a minute and allow ourselves to receive it as deeply as we're able to today. I'm going to propose that you bring your awareness to your breath. To simply feel the body expanding and contracting with the gentle inhale and exhale. And I invite you to notice whether that awareness has even begun to shift your energy. It's fine if it has or if it hasn't, just notice. And now I'm going to invite you to link an awareness of the Lord's presence with your awareness of the breath. So as you breathe in, I invite you to imagine God's presence filling you. And as you breathe out, I invite you to imagine that presence filling the space around you. Today I'm sort of picturing a kind of ball of light at my very center. This living presence of God, and as I breathe in, I'm seeing that light swell to expand every corner of my body. As I exhale, I'm seeing it radiate around me in every direction. So if that picture is useful for you, you might engage with that. I invite you to remain as attentive as you're able to this awareness of the presence of God, whatever that is for you just now. I'm going to give you a minute of silence here to rest with a focused attention on the Lord's loving presence. Now, as we listen to these words of Jesus from John chapter 8, I invite you to retain your awareness on this loving presence of God and to simultaneously allow yourself to be open for just one word or phrase which somehow catches your attention. Just let it rest at that. Notice what catches your attention. Then Jesus said to the Jews who had believed in him, "If you continue in my word, you are truly my disciples. And you will know the truth. And the truth will make you free." They answered him, "We are descendants of Abraham and have never been slaves to anyone. What do you mean by saying, 'You will be made free'?" Jesus answered them, "Very truly I tell you, everyone who commits sin is a slave to sin. The slave does not have a permanent place in the household. The Son has a place there forever. So if the Son makes you free, you are free indeed." So again, I invite you to notice which word stood out to you or shimmered in some way for you. We listen again and again. I invite you to be open to receive one word or phrase and to begin to behold that word with curiosity. Then Jesus said to the Jews who had believed in him, "If you continue in my word, you are truly my disciples. And you will know the truth. And the truth will make you free." They answered him, "We are descendants of Abraham, and we have never been slaves to anyone. What do you mean by saying, you will be made free? Jesus answered them, very truly I tell you, everyone who commits sin is a slave to sin. The slave does not have a permanent place in the household. The son has a permanent place in the household. So if the son makes you free, you will be free indeed. So again, I invite you to sit with that word or phrase that has caught you in some way. And I invite you to begin with curiosity to consider what personal significance it might hold for you. And if that's not opening up for you, I wonder if you would find it useful to gently think back over the last day and notice in which moments you felt restricted or unfree. And to become curious about how the truth might set you free when you encounter that part of yourself again. So as you continue in your deepening pursuit of the Word of Christ and your own interior journey, may you be released to increasing freedom, wholeness, and abundance of life. In the name of Christ, the one who sets us free. Amen. It is such an honor to play a small part in your sacred space. So I thank you deeply for being here. If you would like to support me in this work, the best thing you could do would be to share one of these audio meditations or my newsletter with a friend who you think would genuinely enjoy it. The link to subscribe to the newsletter is in the show notes. It's a monthly message full of reflections and little arrows pointing you to various contemplative spaces to support your deepening journey. All love, my friends, and every blessing.